Hello people, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aviral and finally we have started the HyperLynx simulation series. So initially I have just prepared a 5 tutorial and there we'll simulate the DRAM address line which is for IMX6REX module. So as you can see here, so this is the open source IMX6REX module and we're going to simulate this DRAM address line 0, right? So as you can see, it is going from processor to all the memory chips, right? And if I show you on HyperLynx, you can see the routing of that particular net, which is connected from AB14 to all the memory chips, right? So initially we will simulate this particular line for signal integrity. So there we'll observe for reflection, crosstalk and other signal integrity issues, right? So so for the first tutorial we're going to discuss about how to export HYP file and how to assign models to components or net, right? So we know that like we do signal integrity simulation with their assigned model, right? And these models are provided by the silicon manufacturer, so you can directly download, but I did that for you guys. So this is the link of the required file you needed to simulate that particular DRAM address net, right? So I can show you, this is the project file of IMX6REX module for Altium designer, and here we have these IBIS model for IMX6 module and the memory chips, right? So let's start the tutorial. So the first step is just copy the link given in the description so you can download all the required file that we needed for simulation, and just download those files. You can extract those anywhere. I'm just going to extract those on my desktop and I'll create a new folder there. Okay, so I've extracted those files. Now we'll open the Altium designer. File, open projects, browse, go to the desktop, and here you'll find these files that we have downloaded, and open the IMX6REX module first, which is this one, right? This project. So before going further, I just want to show you which DRAM address line we're going to simulate here. So as you can see, this address line, which is connected from processor to the memory chips, that we're going to simulate, right? So if you press Alt and click over this one, left click, and it will just highlight the selected net, right, wherever it is connected on the page. So I told you this so many times. So let's open the PCB file. Here we go. So our PCB file is open here. Now we'll go to the file, export, and here you'll see the option HyperLynx. Just left click on this one and it will ask where you want to export the file. So I'm just using the same folder to export these and save, right? So we've exported the .hyp file. Now next step is we'll open it on HyperLynx and assign models to particular net, right? So let's open the HyperLynx. So when you run the HyperLynx, you have to select the SIPI simulation for the first time. Go to the open. You have to select the open board because we're going to open the board file. Now go to the desktop, and we have saved our file here. You can see this file is board sim board file. We'll open that file. Now it is asking for like it has few open connections, and it is asking for if we want to connect those open connections using Manhattan style, we can connect those, right? So what is Manhattan connections, right? So I just opened this image so I can demonstrate. So as you can see, this is point A and point B here, right? And this is the shortest connection between those, right? But without a zigzag connection, how we can connect those points with the longest connection is this one, right? The dotted connection, right? So let's say, suppose this particular length is A, this particular length is B, then the Manhattan length will be sum of two sides of the triangle A and B, right? So this is the Manhattan length of the routing, and it just connect like open, it just connect not connected pins in HyperLynx using this style, right? The longest connection, so we can simulate it, right, without making any routing. So that is the different topic I will tell you in later series. So initially I'm just going to select no, I don't want any Manhattan connection. Here we go, our board is open here, right? So now the next step is we will set the directories, right? So we will tell the HyperLynx where our models are located in this our whole system, right? So firstly I'll just go to the I'll just go to the setup options and left click on directories. So there I'm just going to add one more directory, edit, add. Now select the folder which we have downloaded, so it is in the desktop, and simulation files. So in this folder we have all our models, so I'll select this folder, IMX6 simulation files, select folder, OK. So you can see the third folder is added here. Now OK, right? The next step is select the net, right? So for selecting a particular net, we will going to use select net by their names for SI analysis. Left click on that, and here you can see all the nets, all the list of nets which is present our board. So these are all the symbols that they are using to just represent which is the ground and which are the power connections. So as you can see on these ones, like plus 3V3 and plus 5 volt VCC, they have used this supply connection, right? So these particular ports HyperLynx will detect automatically, so you don't need to select them manually, right? Now the next step is we will use filter to select the net that we're going to simulate. So this star means there can be anything at the prefix and the suffix of this DRAM, okay, and we'll apply. Now we will search for our, we're going to simulate DRAM A1 net, right? So we'll select this net here and press OK. So as you can see, after the selection of net, this net from one IC to wherever it is going are highlighted, right? So it is changing the layer. These are the VRs we are using, right, to change the layer. Now the next step is, and the last step of this tutorial is, we're going to assign the models, right? So for assigning the model, we'll left click over models and assign models values by net. Left click on that, and here you can see we have U1 AB14 pin, which is going to U2 P7, U3 P7, U4 P7 and U5. So these are 4 memory chips, and this is the IMX6 Rex module, right? So let's assign the model. So we have to left click over select model, and so after setting the directory, it will automatically include the IBIS model in this list, right? So you have to just find the yours. So for the first chip that we're going to assign the model is our processor chip, so which is the first model, right? And it will automatically select the pin AB14, right, and OK. So after assigning the model, here you can see few options that you can use, right? So for simulation, we needed one driver and one receiver, right? And in our case, this U1 AB14 is our driver pin, right? So that means we will select the output here, right? And these two, stuck high and stuck low, will use for the crosstalk analysis, right? I will tell you later how we can use these pins. Now we have to assign the model for memories. Select and just search for V80A IBIS, and our memory device is third one, MT416HA, right? And it will automatically select the pin P7. We have to click over OK. So you can see this is our receiver, and it's by default it is receiver, so we don't need to select or look for any options, right? Similarly, assign for this memory too. OK. Select HA. OK. Here we go. Close. So we have assigned all the models to our pin, and we can see that using the manager of assigned model. So you can see in the library section all the models are assigned, right? Now in the next step I will tell you how you can observe the waveform, and in the coming tutorial we will analyze the results of particular waveform. So thank you guys. If you want like daily update, just subscribe my channel and like this video if it is helpful for you.